Hey everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. What is going on today? Hey everyone, welcome back. Yes, we are back this week. Yes, we weren't here last week. Mostly because I was out of town unexpectedly. So yeah, couldn't do the stream last week, but we are back this week and we are moving and we are grooving and we are melding things, and I'm got a very vague idea. It's been a week, folks. It has been a week. So yeah, what are we planning on doing today? Well, what we are planning on doing today is we are planning on getting the Mark 6. I've actually Mark 3. Why did I call it a Mark 6? Oh, because it's a 6x6. Dumb. Anyway, yeah, what I'm looking at today is I'm gonna unlock the Mark 3 blueprinter. It is, in fact, the last of the technologies because we managed to get the spatial energy regulation done because we started building. Well, we needed to get these singularity cells done, so we got all that unlocked. So yeah, this week we are trying to get this unlocked, which means we are going to need neuroquantum processors. We are making these, and we are making these. So I just need to see if I'm making these anywhere. I don't think I am, but I'm going to need to anyway, because they are necessary for these little AI thingy-mabobbies right here. But I also would like to try to see if I can take this Mark III and jam all of my nuclear fuel rod production into a single one of them. Why do I want to do that? Well, because power is starting to... yeah, you can see we are way above what our power production should be at this point in time. So I need to update the power, and I want to see if I can do it more efficiency. Well, weren't your power problems fixed last time? Yes, they were, but I did something. So off camera, I decided I was going to unlock and start playing with the portals. I wasn't sure how it worked, so I thought I'd do it off camera. So yeah, I've set up a portal hub. So I've got a few portals open here. So these guys are currently not open. That's why they say nuclear plant, because I just copy and pasted the sign. But I have a portal going to the nuclear site. I have a portal going to the phase 5 factory. That is the big factory way down the end. And I have one going to the aluminum factory for the time being. So, little thing about these portals. These portals are, well, they come at a cost. Namely, those things that we were working so hard to build last time, these guys right here, whatever the hell they are, I don't even remember. Singularity cells. Yeah, it's burning 2 of these guys just being here, 2 per minute. It's also pulling a crap ton of power out of the system. So yeah, I'm only running 3 of these things. They come with a huge cost. That being said, they're kind of cool. And here we are. We're now at the phase 5 factory where we are going to start, do some work and stuff like that. So I've got these kind of 3 major locations because it is generally... Hey, how you guys doing? Trains all doing their thing? Yeah, look at that. Everyone's moving and having a day, and everyone is doing their jobs just awesome. So yeah, I've got those 3. I've kind of hit the 3 major nexus points. So this one here, it's a hop, skip, and a jump to get to, pardon me, either the Christmas Village there, or to continue on heading down to the Western oil production, which currently, or used to be, let's not give it away, where most of my original fuel production, power production was being made. Of course, we've got nuclear now, but that power plant is still up and running. So we can head down there. Now, I have made a little bit of a change down here. As I was kind of getting stuff set up and kind of building towards, you'll notice there is now a train station parked here. That's because I actually ran out of rubber production. So I have now expanded our production here. We're taking all of the waste stuff we were making there, And we're now dumping it into 9 refineries. So if we look here, we can see that we are bringing in our polymer resin, and we are making rubber, and we are making water, and we are making rubber. And all I've done is I've used the phase 1 of the fuel production, which has the 3 refineries in it. So set 3 of these guys. Or how many did I set up? Well, that's a good question. There's 1, 2. Yeah, it's 3. So it's 9 refineries in total, converting pretty much all of the purple stuff. Going somewhere? Purple stuff into rubber. Because I ran out of rubber. Yep, we were running out of rubber production, so we had to, or I had to get that up and running. But that is not what we're working on today. So let's get back into the tubes and let's head back to the phase 5. And away we go. At least, it's daylight now. It was nighttime for a while.
Isn't it amazing how that works? It gets daylight, and then it goes nighttime, and then it goes daylight, and then it goes nighttime, and then it goes daylight, and then it goes nighttime. It's like it's a system of some kind.
All right, let's make sure we divert. And we're gonna come out here. So, what do I need, and what are these neural computing whatchamacallits? Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing and where I'm doing it and what's happening here. So what do we got going on over here? Here we got concrete being made. That's gonna, yeah, that's all concrete. Okay, yeah, concrete. This, I believe, is iron stuff. What you guys got going on in here? Yeah, that's our iron stuff. And completely forgot what I was working on here. Let's head up to the top floor. You're doing my so you got I have a superposition oscillators. Oh, I am full up on those things. Cool. So yeah, we're making our superposition oscillators, crystal oscillators. Why crystal oscillators? Do you always have to be a pain in the ass? Yeah, we got the excited photonic matter here. Oscillators in this room here. All right, what's your problem? Nothing. You're just really slow and borderline useless. These things really are. I hate these things so much. Okay, why are you not filling the machine above you like you're supposed to? How many does this machine above you require? 5 per minute. Yeah, I ain't making nearly that amount. Wow, did I ever screw that number up? I don't think I can make 5 per minute. Oh, I just hate everything and everything to do with these oscillators. Yeah, this is making 1. Are you seriously only making 1 of these? You are making 1 of these. Oh, yeah, they. Okay, well, that's a little awkward. What's going on over here? Reinforced iron plate, okay. How did I screw that up so badly? That's the question. All right, sorry, distraction noodle time. Don't ask me what I mean by that, distraction noodle, but... Oh, KD commercials, that's it. All right, what am I doing wrong up here? I need 5 crystal oscillators. Okay, so let's... All right, we're gonna have to fire up the planner and see where I screwed up on this. I should be running... How many am I supposed to be running? Well, I am running this to more than it needs to be. Right? Who's using the superposition oscillators? I should be just making 2 of these. All right, well, that's probably a big part of the problem. If I drop that down, that drops that down. Okay, that's manageable. I don't need that many of them. I don't need 5 of them. That's really silly that that machine makes 5 superposition oscillators, but all of this just makes me 1 crystal oscillator. You know what? Pardon me. We really do need to get this recipe severely, and I mean severely, nerfed. I don't mind the complexity behind here, but to produce one with the amount that you need to have behind it, just no. I hate it. The numbers make no freaking sense. Everything about these things is a pain in the ass, and they've done nothing to improve that. Okay, so we don't need those. What I do need is, like I said, neural processors. So let's find a convenient place to prop ourselves up. I like to go where I can have a view. We'll maybe just run up to here. Pull a little Batman posing here. There we go. Standing on in the corner like Batman. And view these. Not really much to view. View the city. Okay, so what is it that I need to do? I need to make neural something or others. All right, let's change up our screening here a little bit so you can see what I'm working on. There we go. All right, so I want to make the neural processor. So this is the big chain we just made. That's the little rubber I was looking at. So let's start in a fresh blank area here. I'm not doing them over here anywhere. Nope. Okay. All right. So we're going to want our neural. So NEUR, neural quantum processor. So this is going to need time crystals. And it's going to need supercomputers, which I am making. The alien Toblerone, so we got the trigons. I think I've still got a decent supply of going on of that. And then finally, we have the excited photonic matter. So pretty much everything is already being manufactured, and pretty much everything, I think, is already in this tower somewhere. So that should make it a pretty easy job. In fact, it probably likely... maybe, sort of, kind of, if I can pop one of these guys right over here, and I should be able to start getting them connected. Now, that being said, these guys, what is coming out of here? Sorry, let me just have a quick look here. What is the waste product here? What is that? That is dark matter residue. Excited photonic residue. Oh, crap. Where does that dark matter residue going to? No, I can just turn it into some crystals. Can I turn these into anything? Well, they are part of the superposition oscillators. Can I backfeed that into my superposition, you know, those thingies? Well, let's put this thing down and let's try to figure some of this stuff out here. All right. Okay, so in is there, out is there. Let's flip you around. And let's get you placed. Sure. Let's just put you right there. That's a lot of stuff that went flying into there, but we are going to change you We are changing you to neural quantum processor. We're going to be putting out... How many does it make? It makes 3 per minute. That's 15 time crystals, 3 supercomputers. That may be challenging. What do I need for these? Okay, I need 4. Oh my god, why is everything going to be... This is really... Okay, I don't need that many. So if I say I only want 2 at a time... Because I don't need a huge amount of them. I swear to God, this game, you're killing me. Okay, that is more manageable. Yeah, I got an awful lot of dark matter residue that's coming out of the systems here. Where is it going? Where is it being manufactured? I mean, my superposition oscillators aren't going anywhere right now. That number is coming up. Where am I currently dumping this dark matter residue? So I'm going to follow this line. It's pretty glow. And that's going to go down into here, which is dropping into here. All right. Where else are you getting dark matter residue from? I should probably plug holes as I go. Where are you getting shipped in from? I don't even think I need very much of you shipped in. I am choking you down. Okay, so that's good. All right. Okay, so now I know what I can do with that. I can control that valve there. Perfect. And back up. Okay, so what do I need to put in this? I need some of the oscillators from next door. Okay, cool. I can finally utilize... Oh, did I ever use the wrong wall here? Let's replace this corridor. I'm using the wrong one here. And everything, of course, just came to a shutdown. There we go. That was going to be the outside top floor, but we have to change and adapt with the times. I want, in fact, one of these corridors down there. So let's try to snap him into place. And that should be all right. And there we go. It should all be at the correct height. Just like that. Gonna need to reconnect our power. Morning, John. How are you today, my friend? Okay, where am I? I am down here. I am connecting this to there. I'll have to fill that in. Okay, that means you also need to get connected from here to there. We also need to come across the hallway, and we can do that down here. we're gonna go in there, cross to there. Let's name our signs. So superposition. I have no idea how to spell it. How do I spell superposition oscillator? No freaking clue. Where have I got it? Not being able to spell sucks. How the hell do you spell superposition oscillator? Superposition. OSCILLATOR. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to remember that. So I am just going to spell it wrong. OSCILLATOR. If that's correct, yay for me. If it's not, close enough. All right, copy that. And stop trying to play space engineers in a satisfactory environment. It doesn't work. And paste that. And paste that. Okay. Now, where the hell are you doing? What are you going? Where did we come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Power is over here, so let's get a power pole down. What are we doing for walls? We are just doing lots of glass. Okay, that's fine. We'll just keep building lots of glass here. Let's get ourselves some windows. It's a new floor, so maybe we can change the pattern up a little bit. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the right kind of spelling. Works for me. Honestly, here's the thing. I think the English language needs to go to that form. People have tried. People have actually tried back in the day when, you know, things were still kind of getting settled down on what official English languages and whatnot, Merriam-Webster's and blah, blah, blah. Someone actually tried to get our dictionary, the English dictionary, to be phonetic. For some odd reason, people were against a phonetic English dictionary. These people are idiots who are afraid of that, honestly, because this language is such an abused version of so many other people's languages. It's literally, yeah, half of it's French, half of it's Latin, half of it's God knows whatever the other half is. So yeah, our spelling kind of has rules all over the place. Like if a rule goes, you know, this, and this, except for, you know, you got problems. Okay, let's get some walls up here. There we go. All right. Why did I put walls up? Because I was stalling. Let's get some power line across here. I do not want doubles, so let's flip to a single. Here we go, and then we can come off of here. Maybe I should actually drop things down. Yeah. We'll just go down to here. And then we'll go up to there. All right, you are powered. What do you want? What do you need, you hungry little... That's not what we're supposed to be making here. We are making neural quantum processor. So I need to bring up my time crystals. The excited photonic matter, which it's easy enough to divert from over here. because that should be what's in this pipe. Yep, that's what's in this pipe, so that's an easy diversion. Why did I think? Oh, it's because I was looking at the other ones. Okay, so let's try and get our lighting to work better here. Let me just, language is more than spoken portion. Simple phonetics fail in complexity or of detail. Oh, good Lord, man, it's Saturday morning. Why do you have to do that to me? Still, it doesn't make sense. I before E except after C. I will argue that. What am I doing? I am looking for my fancy fix for my Lumen. So let's get that copied. Because it's just really dark underneath here, and it should be brighter. So let's paste my Lumen in, and there we go. I can see again. Yay me! All right, so the excited photonic matter is right there, which means I can just pump it right across there. Perfect. Okay, excited photonic matter. You come from, you go here. Don't be using logic on me like that. I started it. What's that got to do with anything? All right. Yeah, we can just run our pipe from here. Right to there. I do not think you are currently sitting straight. I like my things to be straight. There we go. We can grab these and line you up-ish. Yeah, sure. Close enough. And excited photonic matter. All right. While I'm at it, let's deal with the waste whatever material. So that's going to come out of this hole like that. Yep, that's lined up. That's good. Didn't look like it was lining up for a quick sec. And just pop down through. I might as well turn my flashlight on. And that can just jump right across here. And in fact, let's replace this corner. Like that. Nope. That's clear miss. And across like that, and then we can plug you into there. Let's see if straight makes a nice clean. No, it doesn't. I don't know why they added straight to the pipe, because it really doesn't work well. Not nearly as well as the like the default or the horizontal to vertical. All right, let's hold that there. Again, must keep everything nice and neat and orderly. Move you forward. And then move you back a little bit. As long as I can get up and down the stairs, I'll be fine. Here we go. Okay, so excited photonic material will dump out to there. We will need to make an adjustment. How much am I putting out? I am putting out 37.5, so I'm going to need to reduce down on the train station. One more staircase. $37.5. There we go. Oh, what's going on? Everyone's just waiting their turn like good little puppies. No one's actually having a freak out here. Everything's moving. Yep, okay, everyone's good. All right, where was I getting the glowy gooey stuff? I think that was over here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. All right, so here we go. So 260 minus 37.5 is 225. So I just need to reduce this down to 222.5. Like so. And there we go. We're not going to shut down machines because they're overfilled. All right, up we go. Back up to the top. Taking the slow elevator as opposed to the slow elevator. I really got to start using the elevator. Okay, so supercomputers. Supercomputers are just over here. I'm pretty sure I'm already bringing those in. Over here somewhere. That is my nuclear pasta. Supercomputers. Am I not bringing supercomputers over? Where are the super? That's nuclear pasta again. All right. Who's got this? Oh, that's why I had to fix the rubbers. My supercomputer manufacturing was lagging because I actually wasn't making enough rubber for the computers. I gotta put big ass blue. Supercomputers, found them, and ooh, their production is still low because my computer production is still low. Why is my computer production still low? No particular reason. How many are we making here? We're making 3.75, 3.75, 3.75. I've got 2 of these making. How many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 2 for every one of these. So you're still just playing catch up, I think. Yes? Yes. Drag some computers out of my dimensional depot here. These are being made back at the base. And what I'm going to do here is I think I'm just going to prime this pump a little bit. Just to see that they're staying caught up. Excellent. Okay. So, supercomputers. Let's follow the line here. I'm pretty sure I am, in fact, taking them over to the other side. Take on true to the other side. Take on true to the other side. Where are you going? You're going over. Where are you all going? Okay, so supercomputer come down here. Supercomputer come down there. It's follow this guy. Where are you going? You go up here. And then you go into a drone port. Okay. Is that the last I see of you guys? Am I not diverting any of these things anywhere else? How many do I need? Where's my math? Where am I? Who am I? What's happening? I need 1 supercomputer. Okay. So if I only need 1, we're gonna do, because this isn't really going anywhere besides into the dimensional depot. Yep, run away. So we just need to go over to the other side here. We're gonna actually have to drop down a few floors. How do I want to do this? Okay, so they're all being made in this floor right here, which isn't that far off, but it's over 1 building. If I fill in my windows here, like a not madman, like that. Yeah, okay. I think this is still awkward as hell. What I really need to do is like I did over here with these guys, is I need to drop them down into the service floor here. Yeah, so I'm already coming through here. So we'll add to this service floor. I have another slot right there, so that works out okay. Like that. There, right there. So that's, again, we're still good. Yeah, that's gonna work. Then we go in through there. We can drop down through here. And then somehow pop out over here. And that again is that the service floor height? The service floor height is right there. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So we're gonna go first over here. I don't think I'm gonna get to actually what I had planned. Just gonna be screwing around with these guys. Okay, so you're going that way, so that's a merger. What if I just divert this guy with like a smart splitter? How many am I making? 1.5 or 1.75 per... Where's the door? So I am making 1.875. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll throw a smart splitter right in the corner there. Safety fence. And look at that. That building's actually OSHA. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let's pull the line out. Let's grab ourselves a smart splitter. There we go. Like, it'd be nice if the programmable splitters actually allowed you to program them. You know, send me one here, send me the rest there. But what I can do is I can... Why do I think I screwed that up? Yeah, you are not in the right place. That's where you need to be. There we go. That's where I need to be. Okay. We're just needing to use Mark IIIs because we have nothing going very fast. That actually is almost in perfect alignment. Cool. All right. So we are going to send everyone on this splitter. I know I could just say any, but I like to be very specific. We're going to send supercomputers that way, and then we're going to have just any overflow going that way. So what'll happen, because this only needs one per, eventually it should clog up enough that it starts moving the rest from that way. Again, I'm not using them anywhere else, it seems. So I'm still going to get half, or at least 3/4 of them going down there eventually. But for now, this should do the job. All right. Again, just need a Mark III, so we're going to come straight out of there. Let's make sure we got our lift going in the right direction. That way, please. Thank you. Grab our belt and hit R to get into the straight load so we have a nice clean. And we've already got some heading this way. Perfect. Okay. Then we're going to have to come across here. So we'll do the same setup as we've done previously here. So we'll grab our belt into there. We'll grab our what's-its. You stay there. We'll nudge you around a little bit, get you all nice and lined up. And turn on our zoopy zoops. There we go. So nice and clean coming in through there. Perfect. All right. Let's patch up the wall. So you're down here, so if I stay up near the ceiling, I should be okay. There is a dimensional depot in the way right here, but that's easy enough to get around. In fact, I can't do it at the moment because there's nothing to do it with, but that's okay. All right. So I need to go. Why are you not working? Oh, that's because you're full. I needed you guys somewhere. Oh, I need you. Yeah, so those are the things I need for the man. You know what? No, I'm putting them in the dimensional depot. All right? You're going into a depot? Are you going into a depot? You're going into a depot, right? Yes, you are. Okay. Where was I? I was right here. Trying to find a way to get into this little tiny shed. So I can... Didn't think you were lined up. I didn't hear the noise. Gotta hear the noise. There's the noise. Okay, this stuff is all getting complicated and it's starting to make my brain hurt. Just saying. Okay, so we're gonna come in through here. And we're gonna go that way. And I still think we can have phonetic spelling. We should. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was, what was that? Wasn't the autosave, was it? No. It's just a little bit scary is what it was. Doesn't like your game crashing on a live stream. Because that's good TV. And around the corner here. Back up. And I think we can punch in right through here. All right, there we go. I think that needs to come up a little bit further. Yep, there we go. And right into there. Well, my little supercomputers. Okay. Across the way we go. You are kind of one low. A little bit like you are over there. So we are going to try to line you up right here. So that should be the same least alignment. Like that. You're going to come down by one floor. And then that should be an easy stretch. Oh, look at that. I'm off by a whole bunch. Wow, I really missed that one. Let's try this way. That was right, but yeah, totally missed that. Are you doing good now? Yes, you are. There we go. Okay, then we could put in our kind of mock support. I'm mucking you. Yeah, let's go all the way there. Let's get this stuff out of here. Like so. All right, just there we go. Okay. What else am I doing? What else am I doing? What else am I doing? I'm doing that, doing that, doing that. Okay, all right. Slowly getting it. Figured out. Okay, so supercomputers are now in the right building. They just need to come over here. So let's stop locking. Uh-oh. Hello. Oof. Oof. Big oof. What is happening here? Uh-oh. Okay, something bad happening here. Something is not happy at all. Oh boy. Good problem. Oh, this is not good, folks. Not good at all. Let's do this. Let's. Nope, that didn't reverse it. Okay, are we still working here? You guys still out there? Looks like the stream's still playing. What is going on here? Okay, yeah, no, it's still getting my audio. What YouTube's got to say for itself. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, no problem, John. We'll see you next time, buddy. We'll see you. Okay, whatever lag spikes seem to be settling down. Okay, all right. Let's just see how that goes. Okay, so we need to bring the supercomputers into here. Time crystals and tricons are all coming in from downstairs. So let's put in our floor hole here. Nope, there it goes again. We all still good here, folks? Okay, so let's see. That's connected there. Let's get back downstairs and connect up the actual feed. So I'm going to come in from this direction here. And I'm going to wrap it around kind of the outside wall here. Just to keep everything nice and contained. No, that's not going to work. Let's come back to here. If at first you don't succeed, delete it all and do it again. We are going to go cross like this. Will it fit? Nope, it won't stretch, so we'll go to there. And into there. All right, there go my supercomputers.
Go, fly, be free.
Okay, trigons and time crystals. Let's get into the elevator here. Let's actually take the elevator this time. Down to the lower floor. Thank you. And actually, let's head out. Do I not have an actually exit? Yeah, I do. Right here. Okay. Woo. I trapped myself. Okay, where are the time crystals and whatnot coming from? So if I was a trigon, Western Desert diamonds, so that's where my diamonds are. Who are you? You are my dark matter residue. You're an empty cart. Trigons! Where are time crystals? Time crystals! Well, that's damn convenient, isn't it? All right. So these guys. Oh, look! I've even got a hole here. Where are they guys? Where are you guys going? Oh, you're going over here. Okay. Then where are you going from here? Oh, that's diamonds. Time crystal. Trigon. Belts. Why do you look like you're turning into... Ah! Oh. Oh. That's interesting. I brought them over, and I am actually not distributing them anywhere. Okay, cool. So I have all the crystals and stuff in the world, which means how am I going to get you, and where am I going to get you? I think I want to come around this side, so I got to bypass this floor here. And we're going to use our Mark 6s. There's a service floor underneath you, right? Yes, there is. So I can come up the central tube here, and then I can go up. Okay. I figured out the plan. First thing we need to do is we need to... figure out what the best way to join up here is. Now it's getting a little bit kind of crowded right along here, but I think I can go up right through here. Yeah, that should do. What are you? What the hell are you? Dark metal crystals. Because then I'm going to go straight through here. So we take a belt. And we go to, I don't know, let's go to... I can go directly out through the side wall. So we can go straight across here if I line them up right here. Okay. So let's do this. Let's... Oh, yeah. You think it's simple? It's not. Can I get you lined up, please? Where are you in the old world of lined up? So that would be there. And then you're going to be there. So we can come off here. Like that. And like that. Into there. Okay. Then we're going all the way down to here. So that's going to be one right there and one right there. Grab a Mark 6. And oh, come on. All right, I need to stretch you. What's the best way to stretch you? You're supposed to go all the way down. I guess what I can do is drop a floor here. So what I'm trying to do here is the lifts will actually extend a lot further than you know what it is there. That would be its kind of max natural stretch there. However, you can kind of get a bigger stretch out of them by using one of those. So you can see here how it doesn't want to go any lower until I look at that, and then it pops into place. So what I should be able to do is now delete this. I can't delete that, but I should be able to just now redirect everything upstairs like that. So those now will feed into here for my dual quantum processors. Yes, yes, they will. All right, now I can come back down here. I'll just go in through the side here. Figure out where that is in the grand scheme of things. So that means you fellas are gonna go from here. So we can grab a belt and let's take you to there. I'll put you to there. And then we can run. Which one are you? You the inside one? Yeah, you're the inside one. To there. And there. Awesome. Okay, cool. It's almost like it's working. I think I'm going to need to bring these up a little bit further forward, though. So, as always, why build something once when you can build it multiple times? Because you screwed it up the first time. Isn't that how the saying goes? And there. Okay. So, next phase. What is my next phase? Because I do need to keep the belts a little bit parallel, but yeah, that should be okay. So we're going to come down to here. And it doesn't really matter which one ends up in which run, as long as the streams don't cross. And then we can come up here. At that height, we're going to have to do a little bit of a swing out this way. And plug you into there. Let me make sure I'm not in the way. What would happen if I went to default? Default probably... it won't look quite as nice, so we're going to go like that. There goes the trigons. And now for my time crystals. You can sneak her underneath. We need to control the flow here just a little bit. Let's lower you down just a smudge. Like that. And then I should be able to go straight into where? Into there. Okay. Everyone's flowing. Yep, everyone's moving and grooving there. Theoretically, you guys should all be going up top. There you go. And you are doing your very level best to now make me 1.5 of these per minute. This is going to take a while. Oh, it needs 1.5 per minute. No, that's still all right. I'm still making enough. Okay, that's working. Excellent. So let's get ourselves a dimensional depot in here. That's going to be on our organization. Dimensional depot. I have all the stuff for one. Let's go to there. I'm gonna put a smart splitter, not a programmable. I want a smart splitter right here. Where's the input? The input is facing that way. Well, let's rotate you around. There we go. Default and deposit away. God, you sound awful. I do still... Oh, I should really go on a massive summer sloops hunt. Okay, I mean, everything drained off there, so that's good. Pretty lights and all. I am tempted to double up my production, so I'm now making 3 without increasing this. What did I do to my power, though? 720... Ooh. Yeah, look at the difference in the power. No, 800 megawatts. 0.1 megawatt. Let's keep an eye on the power. I want to do a comparison. So 400 on the idle. 80. 320. Let's see what the power gets up to during the production cycle here. Because if it holds it relatively steady, I'm okay with that. Okay, it doesn't really look like it's giving me much power difference. It just means I'm using a crap ton of summer sloops. But I think that is worthwhile. Are you... No, you're all jammed up here because you're full. No, I've cut the power. Oops. Let's just make sure the power's running again. Okay, whatever lag spikes were happening, looks like they've settled down. Well, that's good. Okay, let's get some, finish off the roofing here. Or at least the walls. How did I do the other side? Then I got 3 windows. And then... Then we had these guys across. And then these guys across again. Is that working with the other windows? Yeah, because we're 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 all the way down. Turtles all the way down. Yes, I want at the end of the hallways. Not necessarily that hallway, though. And come down like that, and then we can just patch up the rest. And just like that. Okay, well, these guys are working. I'm going to take a 5-minute bio break, and then we'll look at what the next thing is. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, well, coffee's certainly doing its job this morning. Whew. Okay, we're back. Let's finish getting this all buttoned up here. We'll see how well we're doing on our 100. What's its narrow processing unit? Because once I have the 100, all of this can get turned over. Oh, looks like you. You look like you're jammed up for some reason. Why are you jamming up? Let's go down to the bottom here. Okay, why aren't you uploading? Are you not connected? Did I not connect you? Oh, I did not. I did not connect you. I need to tell you to send that going that way, and then you can be overflow. There we go. Now we're uploading them. Cool. Excellent. Okay. Crap, I used a smart splitter there. All right, smart splitter set. That is uploading. Let's go collect up the rest of the stuff we're gonna need. So the nuclear pasta. Where is the nuclear pasta going that I can steal you from? Well, you're not going into there. Okay, where are you going? You're going into that machine. Okay. Let me down onto the... Can I come down to the floor now? Thank you. Let's get our staircase connected here. There we go. And you should be all in here. Nuclear pasta. There's my 50 nuclear pasta. How much nuclear... No, I don't need nuclear pasta. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I am doing... No. Don't want nuclear pasta. I want pressure frames. I want to finish closing up some walls. Uh-oh. Come on. These lag spikes, not fun. Not fun at all. All right, pressure conversion cubes. They go into the nuclear pasta. They are right here. Okay, where are you? You're one more floor upward. Thermal propulsion rockets. Cool. Nuclear pasta. Cool. Turbo motors. Turbo motors. Pressure conversion cube. Oh, pressure conversion cubes. That's the thing I need. Where are you all going? You are all going up one. And you're going into this machine here. There's 50 in there. Let's throw some of the nuclear pasta into here. I'm going to keep 50 of these, but I want more pressure conversion cubes. No, those are reinforced frames. This is wrong. I am wrong again. What a shocker. I am wrong. What? Where are those reinforced fusion? Who needs them and where are they being made? Not that button. I don't want this button. I don't want this button. Use monitor frames. Okay, so you are that away. I'd like to get to a large source if I could, which is through here. Ooh, got a counter on there and everything. I mean, they are uploaded, but there we go. Fuse modular frames. That's the stuff I need. So I just need 10 stacks of those. I'll grab another 10 of these. Or 50 of them. Yeah, they seem to be filling up pretty quick here. That's good. And that's it for the buffering. But they are going up to the dimensional depot, so I can do that back at base. I know, underneath. Guaranteed. And I have more than enough time crystals and more than enough Toblerones to fill their slots, because there's no way in hell that these guys have emptied at all. We're gonna grab 2 stacks of those. We're gonna grab 3 stacks of these, and we can head back to the hub. The hub-a-da-bub. All right, and we get to take our dimensional portals. Whee! And back to base. All right, exit that way. I gotta put up a sign that says what direction I'm going. All right, exit. Let's get these deposited. Oh, hold down the control key, and that's as many as I got there. We can throw those guys in. And now we can go down to here. 46 of them ready to go. Use modular frames. How many more do I need? I got 150 waiting for me there. Then we can take another 50, take another 50. Throw them in there. Not quite. We got the 46 of those. Okay, so we're just now waiting for these guys to show up. Awesome. Little decorative features there. Okay, now, in the meantime, how we making out? One more loaded. Not a huge help. Another 17 loaded. Not a huge help. Okay. Well, we're gonna need a little bit of time for those. Now, in the meantime, I am going to need to figure out, because that is where my blueprinter used to be. I've got a Mark V blueprinter back here, but it's a little bit tight because I put in the fancy catwalks and stuff like that. So that's not gonna work. I've got my trains over here. I wonder what I can do to make that look prettier. Don't know. Never really got fully developed over there, mostly because, again, I have the dimensional depot, so I don't have to bring stuff from all over to home plate here to have access to it like I used to have to back in the day. Where have I got a nice kind of open space for a 6x6? I think probably right over here. Yeah, I probably can get right over here. What was I gonna do here? I was gonna do something. No. So if I grab a walkway from here, like that, and I go 1, 2, let's go with 3 that way, 2, 3, and then we go 6, 6, there should be 5 in between. Yep, okay, so I got a 7x7 kind of laid out platform here, which should be plenty big for our 6x6 blueprinter. Let's kind of make sure it's not just a floating random ass platform. So in my blueprints, I should have under the building. Oh, these lag spikes are getting bad. Yeah. What I can do is we put that there. That one there. We fall to the ground. That was weird. A lot of weird stuff's happening. Don't know why. But we will cope. There we go. All right, what else have I got here that I can use as supporting structure? Been a while since I've been through this little library here. No, not really much else. So all we'll do here is we'll just grab and pull these down into the ground. Like that. Like that. And there we go. Okay. Let's get some OSHA compliance going here. So we'll put up some safety rails. We got Zoop turned on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. All right, just so you guys know, the buffering is not on your end. It's not your internet that's causing the problem. It is my end. Yeah, there's something funky going on with the system here, and it's kind of getting worse. And so I think while I'm waiting for the last of those things to get up into the Mark 6, I mean, we're, gonna be a while, but I'm gonna have to do a full-on reboot and restart on the whole system here. Hopefully that clears my problems up. But I'm not gonna make you guys, I gotta do a shutdown, so that's gonna cut the stream and everything. So I'm gonna cut today's stream early. We're only going 90 minutes today. Sorry about the shortness and the missing of last week. It really was an unavoidable situation. I would have absolutely 100% preferred the reasoning not to exist, but it does, so it is what it is. But I am going to call it for today. So next week we should have all of our frames, we should have all our neural processors, we can get our Mark 3 blueprinter. Almost called it a Mark 6 again. We can get our Mark 3 blueprint. I guess because of the belts and the list. And stop distracting. Get our Mark 3 blueprinter up and running. Which means I can then work on the nuclear and hopefully we can get the last 2 items. We've got most of the stuff in place for the last 2 items, which is nice. So if we have a quick look here before we go, so the neural, and some, okay, so this guy goes into these guys, which I'm going to open in the codex. So I'm making these somewhere, I'm making these somewhere, I'm making these. I have lots of this. More of this stuff being dumped down. What can I do with it? What can I do with it? What can I do with this stuff? Can I do anything with it? I mean, it's used in Fixonium. Dark metal crystals. Yeah, so there's some recipes I haven't unlocked yet. So I think what I'm going to also do between episodes, I'm not going to do any machine setup. I'm not going to set up the blueprinter. I'm just going to let those things build up. But what I'm going to do here between episodes, though, is I'm going to go on another hard drive hunt, see if I can unlock a few more of these recipes. I'm also going to go and look for and clean up and pick up and grab almost every summer sloop that's possibly on the map that I can find that's not buried underground or inaccessible some way. Because I think for the last push here, I'm going to see again. Frozen up. For the last push here, I think I'm going to need a lot of them. But that's going to be for next week. Until then, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, and analytics says about half of you aren't, maybe think about subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Speaking of helping out the channel, if you want to become a channel member and support my ongoing efforts here, you can hit the join button below. Or there is a link in the description. Big shout out to Lee Barron, channel member. But that's it for me today. Until next week, everyone, stay safe out there. Be good out there. And have yourself a great day. Until next time, bye-bye.